The Old Testament is dealing with Israel as a covenant nation. The nation is God's nation. He gave birth to them through Abraham, delivered them from Egypt through signs, says, "You are my own of all the nations of the world." He doesn't say so of all the other nations. He says so of Israel. No other nation has had that covenantal relationship with God as biblical Israel. And I say biblical Israel because there's quite a big difference between that and current Israel. There's this continuity and discontinuity as well between the Israel of the past and the Israel now. There are ways in which it's the same. There are ways in which it's not the same. So biblical Israel, the way God speaks to Israel, because they are his own. Ghana does not have a covenant with God. Yes, God loves us. We are God's people. But God does not have a covenant with any nation on earth currently. Because after Christ, everything changes. So there's no covenant between God and any nation on earth. Nations can pray to God. The citizens can pray to God. But God has no covenantal relationship with any nation. So there can be no prophet sent by God to a nation, so to speak, as Israel had. And God is not involved in this unfolding of the stories of nations now as he was with Israel. And choosing who their leaders should be and all of that. That's a totally different ball game we see in the Bible. Now, the challenge with most people is because they see something in the Bible, they feel it must happen in our current reality. And yes, it's biblical and it is God, but you have to also understand the unfolding of God's historical relationship with people and with nations. And he doesn't have the same relationship that he had with Israel, with any nation here on earth now. In my view, and others may disagree with me, he doesn't even have that relationship currently with current Israel. In my view. Just based on my reading of the New Testament, what Jesus taught, what the apostles taught, I don't think it's the same relationship. But yes, in the covenantal time, he had a special relationship with Israel.
So you're looking at a theocracy
Israel.
in those days.
Israel was a theocracy and became a monarchy. In a theocracy, God determines everything for you. In a monarchy, hereditary determines everything. So in Israel, it's hereditary, is a father and a son ruling. In Ghana, we don't have a theocracy. We don't have a monarchy. So in what way are we then determining outcomes of elections and so on and so forth? It's a totally different context.